into you, you certainly feel it. I think it pretty
watch Johnnie's bite.
You know, sometimes people disagree with you, but I mean, I understand some of your approach. I mean, sometimes we take a hard bite. It helps us as police.
Nowadays, when I listen to you, I even panic.
Why?
Hey,
why do you panic?
The way you, Papa, you know Papa.
Figuratively, he bites as hard as he can.
Okay.
And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it pretty
watch Johnnie's bite.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Tuesday. Welcome to Johnnie's Bite. Today, I want to say thank you to Sana Fashions in Tamale for my outfit. And you can always reach out to them on 0246 590 162. That's 0246 590 162. They sew everything, and you can get them from jarabias to kaftans to hoodies to whatever you're talking about, and they deliver across the world. So I celebrate Sana Fashions International today. I want to also take time to celebrate all those who make time to watch Johnnie's Bite every single morning, all those who take time to enjoy what we do here, all those who take time to share our content, all those who take time to synchronize our content so that others who do not have the benefit of the power of radio through 92.7 can also get a chance to enjoy what we say and do here. But today is also the birthday of a very, very remarkable individual, a very downright person, a very, very affable individual, one who has a very soft heart, a good heart, and she is as fair, firm, and free as you can find her. Today is World Cookie Tea Day, and from all those who have been crashing on cookie from afar, and on behalf of all of them, and on my own accord, and for those of us who work closely with her, and we admire her, and we see what she does and how she does what she does, happy birthday to Cookie. And we pray that the good Lord himself will grant you all your heart's desires. Happy, happy birthday to you. Baby, we'll talk. Now, let's start a conversation. You know, I have been on this Ghanaian language thing for about 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. And particularly, I've been advocating for school children to be taught their mother tongue, because I know that I didn't school outside Accra. I've schooled in Accra all my life. But I've had people who are not of Ga or Dangbe ancestry, who lived in Accra with their parents and who can speak impeccable Ga because the Ghana Education Service and the Ministry of Education at the time made it possible for them to be able to have access to that language. So whether they are from Sepsi, or whether they are Achim, or whether they are Dagombes, or whether they are Farafres, or whether they are people from the Volta region, or other, they have added another layer of language to what they already know. So today they have become bilingual because the education authorities at the time decided to give them that opportunity to learn. Somewhere along the line, I don't know whose idea it was, whose policy it was, and we decided that in the greater Accra region, let's take the people's language away from them. Let's take their culture away from them. Let's take their tradition away from them. And let's teach them another man's tongue in their region, on their own land. I started that crusade 5 years ago. The Honorable Ayuko to Sam Nate George, our Minister for Communications, MP for Ningo Pram, and others joined along the line. Of course, they were also doing their part in their corners. But it always takes a collective view. Today in our parliament, we're able to speak the local dialect. Some people have started speaking local dialect in parliament, which is good. But it takes a policy and strictness to the adherence of the policy to make sure that this becomes a reality. It takes a policy and a strict adherence to that policy to make sure that this dream becomes a reality. So the Democracy Hub and then Democracy Hub, they have taken a matter to the court. And you know, I broached that idea as well about the change of name of the Kotoka International Airport. People came to me, hey, that's a dangerous guy. I said, how dangerous is it? We must always test the waters and check what's in there. So the Democracy Hub and the Convention People's Party, of course, they will be Nkrumah biased, as I am. But the Democracy Hub and CPP have taken the matter to court. They want the name of the Kotoka International Airport changed. And I broached this matter way ahead. I asked that question. That when you go to other regions, they find stalwarts within the region to name the airports after. If you go to South Africa, there's Oliver Tambo Airport. You will find. Remember the issue at the Accra Sports Stadium? What was said about the Accra Sports Stadium? It was named after somebody, wasn't it? Why did we change the name? I leave it to your good judgment. Then somebody said, oh, General Kotuka died at that sport and blah, blah, blah. So, blah, blah. I said, but General Odate Wellington also died at Nima Police Station. Why aren't we naming Nima Police Station after him? Oh, he also died at the Nima Police Station. Oh, you didn't know. You don't have that history. I'm telling you. Because you don't like to read. Why haven't we named the Nima Police Station after General Odate Wellington? So let's see how it goes. And you see, Democracy Hub and CPP say they are heading to the court. In fact, they have filed their petition before the court. They have sued the Attorney General to come and answer. Now, they are in court. There's another group writing press releases to say they don't agree. You to go to court. Why are you writing press releases? Go to court. Why are you writing press releases? Now, drop the documents. Let's see them. I want us to start on the note of Agenda 111. Show me the logo. Very beautiful logo. Nice logo, if you ask me. That's the President of the Republic at the time, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And you know this Agenda 111, how it became Agenda 111 started from 88 district hospitals. In the run-up to the 2020 elections, at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic fight, we had a conversation about 88 district hospitals, which were to be completed at some point. And then we also later came to say that, oh, we're adding, what do you call it? Oh, put a picture up there. Why are you interested in showing my face? What is my face doing on the TV? Am I Nanado? So we added on until it became 111. Some of us even said that, but we broke down the La General Hospital. Once we broke down the La General Hospital, the La General Hospital itself was not part of Agenda 111. Even though it rhymes like Agenda 1, Agenda 2. Agenda 111, Agenda 222. And some were asking the question that, why don't we focus on actually getting just even 10 of these district hospitals done? But you know, typical of us, we decided that let's spread the money across, so that the people will assume that we are doing something, we're spreading it around. today it has become evident that we cannot finish, because we saw this, we spoke about it. They said we are naysayers. We saw that this will not be done. We spoke about it. The dream, this was the dream. So the pictures I stood here and said that some of the contractors had been told that, look, just finish the exterior, fix the air conditioners, right? Just do the exterior, fix the air conditioners, paint them. We will come and launch them. My friends who are in MPP said, oh, I'm doing propaganda. Today, the reality is upon us. Some of you go to the University of Ghana Medical Center for the first time in your lives and you are shocked. That is how Professor Mills thought. And when he died, John Mahama continued the vision. And I remember when the Estor government came into power, they said, oh, nothing had been done there. We actually took cameras there. We said, oh, phase 1 had been done. The Minister of Health at the time, when Agenda 111 was on, was the former MP for Doma Central, Kwekwajima Menu. When he was ill with COVID, he was down with COVID, he went to lie at the UGMC. This is what Agenda 111 looks like. Keep scrolling the pictures while I speak over them. We have not finished Agenda 111. People in this constituency are alleging that there is a magnificent building which is a hospital which belongs to him. They are alleging. They are saying that, look, you couldn't finish our hospitals, but you have been able to finish your private hospital. His own people in this constituency, they are alleging. So Okoboedia, he's a Latter-day Saint health minister. So all this mess had been done before he jumped into the fray. The people in Doma Central say, the man that we gave this, who told us that he could build us 111 hospitals in every single district, couldn't do it for us. This was the dream of Agenda 111. But he has finished and completed his own private hospital. If that is true, and I'm not saying it is true, but if that is true, it tells you a story of how our leaders think of themselves first before they think of you who queued in the sun and in the rain to vote for you or for them. Now, I want to throw back a bit. Listen to the President of the Republic then. The vision of Agenda 111. Sweet English. Listen to him.
And we need to have all the information available to us about the various contestants for supreme office in our country, so we can make an informed decision. And for me, this story about the origins of Agenda 111 is extremely pertinent. It goes to the heart of this man, and it goes to the heart of the kind of mind and personality that we need to continue the development of our country. And that is why I found it necessary to bring this story to your attention. So you have a situation whereby in education, in healthcare, and all of these Agenda 111 hospitals, they're in every part of the country. Once again, to re-emphasize the point I'm making, that there's been nothing discriminatory about anything that I have done since I've come into office. They're in every part of the country. The 16 regions of Ghana, each one of them will have one or other Agenda 111 hospital. People of Ashanti, please think very carefully for 7th of December. I am convinced that some people will come into office and they will stop a lot of these projects. The Agenda 111 is not in their heart. Those that are not finished will not be finished. We've seen it before. We've seen it before here in Ghana. Do not let us make that mistake this time. Mr. Speaker, I have to report, like all major construction projects, it is evident that the initial schedule we gave for the completion of Agenda 111 was overly ambitious. Identifying suitable sites around the country, for example, has turned out to be even more problematic than had been anticipated. I am now able to say that a great deal of the preparatory work has now been completed, and work has started at 87 of the 111 sites. I've been assured that preliminary work on the remaining 24 sites is ongoing. We have every intention of seeing this project through to its successful end, which will enable me to commission all 111 hospitals before I leave office on 7th January 2025.
This was the president. You see the dream, and at some point how he injected. I told you, even the announcement of Agenda 111 was injected with serious political innuendos. And it was a clear agenda towards political power. It was not about your health. Because if it had been about your health, we would have completed those projects. And if we had completed those projects, Mr. Furiata and Nana Bedietu and the rest would not go out there to go and seek medical care. But it was not about that. I've played you videos. I'm not the one saying it. The last video you watched was in 2022. Never mind that the president as a general had a brigadier general standing by him and following him as a boy. He broke all the rules, and our military looked on and they watched, and they know it is wrong. And I have not failed to say it. They know it is wrong, but I digress. The last video you watched was in 2022, where the president told us in Parliament, Sona, that he wants to be able to complete all the projects to outdoor them before he leaves. In between, he was talking to the people of Ashanti that, look, the projects will not be completed by my successor, so don't make that mistake. Vote for the elephant. Now listen to the president's last Sona. Listen.
Progress of works on the other 98 active sites range from 5% for sites whose work commenced recently to 95% at other sites. I'm hoping that the incoming Mahama administration will ensure that the project is completed to put our health infrastructure on a sound footing. Progress of works.
That was President Akufo-Addo then. The same man that he said cannot and will not complete it. He said he is hoping that he will now. Now let's listen to President Mahama. Let's listen to President of the Republic. Let's listen to him now. Play the video so we can have a glimpse, an idea of the two kinds of leadership.
When I was president, I made a statement. That we're going to move to a situation where if the missions have a hospital in an area, we're not going to come and compete with the mission by building another hospital. We would rather use the resources to improve the mission hospital so that it provides service. Unfortunately, that was not followed in Agenda 111. So there are many places where you have a mission hospital. We could have used that money to upgrade the facilities in the mission hospital. Government has gone to start a hospital, has not been able to finish it, and they are sitting there, some at foundation level, some at lintel level, and so many of them, almost 90 hospitals. We need 1.7 billion to be able to complete the hospitals. The one that they said they commissioned, there's nothing in it, just one hospital. They finished the structure, but there's not even a bed in the hospital. And so we discussed it a bit in cabinet, but the Minister of Health is going to come with a paper to see what we do. You know, I believe that if some of the missions are interested, we could get them to finish the hospital and manage the hospital and provide the service, you know, so that government can find it to be a mix. We can also raise money and finish some, but the mission hospitals too can take some and complete them and run the hospital.
So the former president, if I had President Mahama right, we need 1.7 billion to complete Agenda 111. Only single one was completed, even that there's not a single bed in it. That is akin to, you know, when you're young and your parents don't have money to buy food to feed you, they actually put hot water and then they put a stone in the water, and they cover it and they boil it and they give you hope that there's food on the fire, it will be ready soon. When you wait and you wait and you wait and get tired, then you sleep. The president at the time spent state resources going, show me the Agenda 111 projects again, going around the country and commissioning buildings that were incomplete and empty buildings. That is what President Mahama is saying. Empty buildings, pentimamento. Hey! Was going around commissioning empty buildings. La ilaha illallah. What? So the monies that we contracted for these projects, where are they? NIB will make people busy, I tell you. Already people have become busy. Some are running away and hiding. Agenda 111 expenditure, as at we have millions paid to contractors as of July 2024 was $312 million US. It's attributed to Dr. Bernard Okobo, former health minister. $312 million US paid to contractors as of July 2024. And we could not complete. If we want to complete, we need 7.65 billion. As of July. We're told that, estimated cost of completion. Somebody is telling us that we need 1.7 billion. Oh boy. You see why I was excited yesterday about the oxygen plant at Kolebu? Because when we finished, people called onto this show and told us that, look, what you have said about people dying because there are no oxygen plants is correct. And I won't come and stand here and tell lies. Everything I say is backed by figures and facts and documents. If you access God, I don't care. If you were involved, your name will be mentioned. I don't care. I don't care at all. Look, Mr. Amakofi Boa, Dr. Amakofi Boa, is a minister for lands and natural resources. Play his video for me.
This is the only reason why we live. This is why we breathe. This is where we get everything that will keep us as human beings alive. So when you see this devastation at the heart of the Ofin River, which takes its source from here, what few of our own people are doing to us is that they have come to basically kill us where it matters most. My message to our young people who want to do mining is that there's a pathway for doing the right mining. But we are not going to spare anybody who ventures to do illegal mining in our forest reserve. And we've made it clear, in the coming weeks, you will see steps being taken by the Minister of Environment, Science and Technology to Parliament, basically forever repeal 2463, taking away even the power of the President to grant anybody licenses to mine in forest reserve. It is gone. There is not going to be anymore. And so my message today, having reclaimed this shelter belt on the Ofin, is to all of the thugs that are in all the other 43 forest reserve. We are coming to you. We are coming after you. The chain of people who are involved, the investigation has commenced, and thanks to the effort of the investigators, we are tracking them all the way to their financiers and to those who sell or rent those excavators. They are all going to face the full rigors of the law.
And this has always been my thought pattern. And I've said that, look, if you parade a few boys who are laborers in these pits who are looking for a means to live, I'll show you a Galamsey video happening as we speak in 2 minutes, and then we'll wrap up. I like what Dr. Kofi Boa said. I have said that, look, Those boys that you pick from the pit and line them up, take photos of them and try to make an example of them, it will not work. That has been the strategy since 19 Kujoho. It will not work. That's why it didn't work with Galamsop. It didn't work with Vanguard. It didn't work with Halt 1, Halt 2. It didn't work. So, Dr. Boy, I'm happy that you say you will go beyond the boys, look for their financiers, look for those who bought the excavators, add the freight forwarders, add those who actually bankrolled those things. Go beyond it, check out those who are hiring these things. I mean, well, beyond that, when you go to a Galamsey site, there are guns, there will be gold, there should be diamond, there will be a stash of cash because they pay them by day, there will be a generator, there will be huge lamps, there will be fuel, there will be mercury, there will be cyanide. Each time any Galamseya is arrested, all these things I've mentioned are never announced. Where does the money go? Who takes the gold? Who takes the diamond? Who takes the generator? Who takes the light? Huh? Where does it go? Where do they go? Show me the Galamsey video. This is on the main Kede to Akwetia Road. The main Kede to Akwetia. This is not in the bush, oh. This is by the road. The main Kede to Akwetia Road. Now, this place is called Sankubiase. It's in the Tiwa West, specifically near the Bodua Bridge. There's a place called the Bodua Bridge. That's where it is, on the Kede to Akwetia Road. Bodua is not in the forest, oh. No, it's not in the forest. It is on the main road where the police always have a checkpoint. You see where I'm showing you now? The police always have a checkpoint there. But the people come to work every single day to come and mine. The Galamseyers are having a free day, they are having a swell time, they are enjoying themselves, and they are digging in the heart of the river. The activities have blocked the portions of the Birim River. Sankubiase, on the Tiwa to Kede Road. Those who know, they know what I'm talking about. They are on the left and they are on the right. This morning, I'm told they are mining. Giddy, 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 giddy. Giddy, 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 giddy. So, Mr. Minister, you have a lot of work to do, I can tell you. Don't follow the lazy approach of picking a few soldiers, getting a few journalists, and then putting their cameras on them while they chase some people into the bush, firing weapons, say, I catch you, I catch you, I catch you. That's a very lazy and useless approach. The approach, as you have rightly said, which I've advocated since 2021, is that those who have the deep pockets who buy the excavators, go after them. Those who hire the excavators to the people, go after them. Those who can afford to pay, buy mercury, they buy weapons for the boys, blah, blah, blah. Do you know the price of one pump action gun? And if you pay somebody 500 Ghana cedis a day, top pump action gun. There are big men behind them. Chase those big men and make sure that you arrest them and stop this nonsense called Galamsey. Now, my final word. There's a land somewhere in Sege that was given to the Ghana National Fire Service to be used as a fire station. There's a land somewhere in Sege that was given to the Ghana National Fire Service to be used for a fire station. The fire service said there were problems with the land, so they did not use the land. They have been given another land. Simple question. Is there a block factory on that land that belongs to the state? And if there is a block factory on that land in Sege that belongs to the state, whose block factory is that? Has that person held a position before? Is that person in the category of Article 71 holders? I don't know. Have a good morning. Please call me 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Today is World Cookie Day. Keep on calling. Bring the gifts. Bring the gifts. We'll receive them. Good morning.
Johnny.